Number one motivating thing for me, and I'm just being honest, was I was sick and tired of being poor. My mother was poor, my father was poor, my brothers and sisters were poor. I lived in a poor neighborhood, we lived in a poor house. And I would see, like at Christmas time, my father would put us in the car and take us out to the suburbs to see the Christmas lights. And I would see these big houses, man. I told my father, I said, Dad, I said, why don't we get one of these houses? He said, boy, I ain't got no money for this kind of house. He said, but if you work hard, you can make some money, you can buy you one of these houses. My motivation was to buy a big house so I could put up Christmas lights. And I always dreamed of buying my mother and father a real house. And before they died, I was able to do all of that. You have to find a dream that's so big that it overwhelms all of your fears and causes you to never give up.
Always go to something bigger than yourself. I'm wondering if you've been defeated because you have been giving yourself wholly to something that was too small to hold you. Are you trying to take a bath in a bowl? Are you not guilty of immersing yourself into things that were too small to hold your vision?
Why you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. You got to start believing in your imagination. If you decide to be rich today, who gonna stop you? All you got to do is start. Unless you tell it to the wrong person. Mama, I'm going to be rich. Anybody rich in this family? Go in there and sit down somewhere. Get yourself a good job. Mama could be wrong. I'm sorry.
My problem is so many times you've thrown big ideas at small people. And you're trying to get your sight back from a source that's too small to support what you're willing to put in.
Listen, man, I don't care what you get a degree in. Until you follow your dream and connect it to your gift, you'll never be happy. You should go and live your dream. Your real life ain't in your present circumstance. Everything you imagine is a preview to a coming attraction. Once you understand that, it opens up a wide range of things and possibilities. This is serious what I'm telling you. That's why when you tell your imagination to the wrong people, it don't go nowhere. Because God didn't put it in their imagination. He put it in your imagination. If you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. All my brothers, everybody told me, you can't go be no comedian. Everybody in my neighborhood called me a fool. All my friends shot it down. My brothers and sisters shot it down. I left anyway. If I had listened to them, I wouldn't even be here today.
Are you under the shade of what someone spoke over you? Told you what you couldn't do? Do you have friends that are blocking your growth? Remove what's blocking your growth and you'll begin to blossom.
The biggest struggle for me was my family, man. The people closest to me was the biggest struggle. Every time I went out to do another deal, everybody told me, you don't need to do that, man. They're putting mental pressure on the brakes when you're trying to accelerate.
You have to put your foot down and say, no thanks. I'm not living under that shade. Start believing again. Start dreaming again. If you want to know what you're going to be like in 5 years, look at your friends. You need people that bring out the best in you. And too often, we don't realize who we are. We're letting negative voices convince us that we're limited. Where you are is not your destiny. You can come out of the fear. Anytime we try to move forward, there are people telling us what we can't do. It may not have happened for them, but you're a mighty hero. It's going to happen for you.
What I'm doing now, I could have been doing years ago. But because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, I didn't act on my ideas. It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life, people who don't want anything, people who have stopped dreaming. It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life. You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. It's also necessary that you look for ways to find a way to pull it out when everybody else thinks that you are defeated. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. I used to ask myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one. You're the one.
You meet somebody wealthy, their family at one point was not wealthy, and then the one shows up. One person changes the family tree forever. In my family, I'm the one. I want to fight for my family. I want my mom and dad proud of me. I want me proud of me. That's what I want for you. I want you to be happy with you, not cool. You want to win? You want to be a millionaire? You got to quit being so casual. Wake up, brother. If you make some of these adjustments, man, you could change your life. It might be year 2, 3, 4 before you get your big win, but you could decide now, I'm going to walk, talk, and be a different person. But too many of you let what I call the extras of life dictate where you're going. Most people's dreams can be bought. With enough failure, they will sell their children's dreams. Most people will sell their will to win. Some of you have sold it because you're making a little bit of money. But if you decide that my will cannot be bought, I'm the one. I'm going to change my family tree forever.
Do you ever hear people say they are eager to live a better life? Eager to make a lot of money? Probably not. We've all heard people say, "Oh, I wish I could just drop 5 pounds." I'm also sure you've heard people talk about wishing they had more money. But before their lifestyle can change, their wish needs to become a desire. If I want a better life tomorrow, I need to start working on it today. If living a successful life was easy, I'm sure more people would be successful. Despite all the factors that affect our lives, none has as much potential power for doing good as the ability to dream. When we allow our dreams to pull us, they unleash a creative force that can overpower everything in our way. You've got to be a dreamer, and you've got to be willing to put yourself through the paces of doing the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable.
You gotta chase that dream before you die, man.